Northern tournament was Ryu, but this time, I mean, if you're playing a lot of Wi-Fi, switching over to Terry makes a lot of sense.
That is very, very true.
Let's see what we're doing in our Pokemon Stadium 2. Can right off with this as a GC battle.
Yeah. I mean, who said? I mean, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What game is that? This is clearly Capcom versus SNK.
We were playing the wrong game.
Yeah. We've been duped.
What is so interesting about this game, about these two though, is that Terry has a lot of really devastating zone breakers, like things like that crack go meter being such a difference maker. But Ryu is almost a more defense-oriented type of GC rep, able to throw out a lot of active hitboxes, and that fireball being so devastating at controlling space because it just moves so fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just about to talk about options, but you know what's a really good option is I was gonna say Power Gazer. That's not the other one. Buster Wolf. That's what it is. Thank you. Boy, it's been a while. Oh, and there's another one. And good DI. Good DI from Injo.
He was about an 80. Come on.
Yeah, you two got to get this stock. You do. Yeah, like this is the highway to the danger zone right now.
Yeah, and the real trick about, like, you can play all these footsies, but at this point, I think I don't know if Ryu has any just straight up kill combos.
Oh, no.
You need that Tatsumaki, and you're just gone after going for it, trying to catch an overshoot maybe, or trying to do an overshoot, trying to catch Gooby rolling, but instead, Terry is just sitting at 210, full go meter, which has taken 2 stocks, and after such a promising start, there's a quick 40.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I am not in the business of criticizing players, but if you're a Ryu and you're letting anybody live at 210%, you got problems.
Yeah, there's something absolutely wrong.
This is like this has been the character for you die below 140 if you make a mistake near my shield.
Yeah,
Like that's the character that does this.
Unfortunately, Terry kind of does it better, in a lot of ways. And it goes into what I was saying a little earlier, Clam, where it's just Terry has a lot more tools that are de facto offensive, or in the case of that rising tackle, getting the charged version of it in vulnerable legs, using it as a reversal after getting hit by the Shakunetsu. So just instant ways to close out stocks, even against characters that are heavy, by mixing up whether or not you're getting your stocks off horizontally close to the ledge, like with Buster Wolf, or vertically with that charge rising tackle. There's so much pressure that Terry can put on just by standing there and holding jab, that unless you're being real active with some of your back air spacing or your things like linger and forward tilts, then you have to play really, really advantageous. And Ryu's not really known for edge guarding.
Yeah, that's very true. And like the first stock in the last game and the first stock for this game is looking pretty good. It's really like the story of that game was things got horribly out of hand when Injo got hit with 3 Buster Wolves without taking the first stock.
Not exactly ideal to get hit by a trio of those. Thankfully, medium down tilts and these fireball spacings, thanks to the wider and generally more accessible platforms, and finally getting the heavy down tilt into Tatsumaki combo at the percent where it actually works. Yes. A little bit of bad DI certainly helped there, but Injo, like, that's the first stock that you wanted to see last game, but just didn't get.
Exactly. All right. And like going right back to work, I'm very, very, very much enjoying what I'm seeing here from Injo Game 2.
Yeah, setting up back and forth, just going for some of those roundhouses, prepping. There's a nice little combo there, but I feel like Injo needs to commit a little bit more to his ledge trapping. Oftentimes, letting Gooby get back on with just like a ledge drop crack shoot or something of that like is, wow, Gooby just mashes straight through Injo's potential down tilt confirmed. By holding jab, he was able to convert that into a stock. I mean, sometimes you gotta make those plays if you're looking to get a little desperate and with Go Meter online, desperation can feel a whole lot closer.
Yeah, and now,
Ooh.
oh, yeah. So now we're in the same situation as basically first stock of game one, which is okay. You like things will get out of hand unless you take care of this Terry right now. And we got to see some creativity here because it seems like the only option so far from Injo to take these stocks has been, I don't know, up smash. Oh, that hurts. That's a heartbreaker.
That was the up smash. It was like, oh, you can
Yeah.
punish this, but especially since they were on the platform. But
So Tatsu. Tatsu's been the other real kill option here for Injo. Nice parries. Okay.
don't be afraid
Oh,
to take a
that's
grab there. But he gets a couple jabs into a Shoryuken. Careful with what you're punishing. Both of these players look like they're almost unfamiliar with how their own characters work sometimes. So you're seeing a lot of cross-up rolls. Another great parry though. It's
Yeah.
really been a difference maker in this game. Able to kind of shut down some of the cross-up options that Gooby's been going for.
Good tech and a really nice Tatsu out of hit stun, tech stun, tech lag. We'll call it that.
Sure.
And Injo
Wow! Oh my God!
very possibly missing the input for Buster Wolf there.
I would say
Power
so.
kicker backwards.
Not ideal, but
Yeah.
I mean, you have to start Power Geyser from the opposite direction because it's basically a half circle from back to front, while Buster Wolf is 2 quarter circles forward. So I wonder how that exactly
It could've
came
been-
out.
Yeah, I don't know. These characters work in mysterious ways, or don't work sometimes. That also happens.
Yeah, it's just Smash Ultimate things as we run it straight back to small battlefield. I almost want to see. I need to see Gooby get a little bit less kind of focused on the full frontal assault because it's much easier to adapt to defense than it is to just strict offense. The DI was better that time, but at 150 after the hit, you're certainly not surviving strong Tatsu. It's honestly what makes Ryu as good a character as he is, not only with the Shakunetsu zoning and the sheer threat that every FGC character puts on, but having access to multiple different kill confirms instead of just comboing into Shoryuken really turns his kit a little bit more fleshed out than Ken.
Yeah. And like that Tatsu almost single-handedly reinvented this character.
Yeah, he really did.
Like this character. Oh man, like because it gives him such like you don't have to. You can activate this sort of thing. It's not a sort of thing. It's not the sort of thing where it's like, oh, you touch my shield, now you die. No, I can choose when you die now.
He controls the die throughout this entire game to thus far, and I'm getting that up smash on the power dunk, as well as SDIing hard down the rage, and no rage certainly not certainly helping out, as well as his own percents that time going for the rising tackle. Focus is so good, and I really have been enjoying how Injo's just kept calm throughout most of this, even despite that atrocious how game one fell apart. He's been able to just exert his own game plan and start slowly building that momentum back in his favor by making the right plays at the right time. And we're seeing a complete inverse of game one, where now Injo's the one sitting close to 200. The up smash takes the stock, but he's in a great spot in order to try and shut this down, especially with all of these fireball shots.
Yep. And that's gonna be huge. Okay, now go. Okay, so we're gonna really need to see some miracles here from Gooby with the Go meter, and gotta start with hitting the power geyser in the right direction.
Going for a couple of nair setups, misses the jab confirm though. I almost want to see some of Gooby's own nair kind of setups. Like one of the best things about Terry, in comparison to the rest of the characters in his quote-unquote archetype, is the fact that he's an insanely good dash, and by extension, an insanely good dash grab. Sometimes all you need is a couple grabs in order to really kind of set the pace here and force your opponent off stage, like those right there. Set up this ledge trap, use that auto turnaround to your advantage, but you still got to respect Shakunetsu.
Yeah, and like at this point, you have to respect so much from Ryu. You have to respect Katsu. You have to respect obviously Shoryuken. Then there you go. And like not just the moves themselves, but the moves that lead into them.
Yeah, the empty landing into immediate down tilt. Something that's caught like actually both of them. It's almost like they both aren't as familiar with fighting against auto turnaround than they are with playing with it. Because Injo looks like he was just landing down tilt, but Gooby tried to punish the empty landing by dropping shield, and was not. It's not the way to do it. Light down tilt is way too quick in order to do so.
Very true. But a really nice turnaround there from Injo.
Absolutely.
These are the things that we love to see here in early. We love to see growth. We love to see players learning how to win these sets and learning how to shake off a game like Game 1, because that's just like you come to a tournament like Fusion. Fusion is all business. Like it is no, like, I don't want to say it's no frills, because there are frills, because the frills are getting to see the friends we made along the way. But like when you sit down, like everyone's there to win, and it's a very, very serious atmosphere for a tournament. You sit down for your round one. You have been waiting for this basically for all week, since last week. And if something like that happens where you just get hit by a train game one, that can really shut you down for the rest of the set. But
For sure.
Injo able to overcome that and really put on a dominating performance game 2 and 3. Now on the other hand, Gooby is gonna have to shake that off in losers if he's gonna want to make a run here at Fusion.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that like Injo needs to evolve